I hear him. Morning, Brigade.
Been looking to find you, Billy.
I know. Been seeing your dust for 3 days. I figured it better to let you catch up and have it out and over.
The others, where are they?
Oh, they went on ahead. I told them I'd be along after I buried you.
Get on your animal, Billy. We're going back.
Now, you know I can't do that.
Only thing you can.
Look, Brigade, if I was to ride south with you, there's them and see me hanged.
You left a dead man in the street in Santa Cruz.
It's a fair fight.
He was killed from behind, like the others.
I don't know how much they're paying you to bring me in, but it ain't enough. Not near enough.
I'd hunt you free. Let's go.
I guess that kind of makes me a liar, don't it? Them boys didn't go ahead. They're scattered all in them rocks. No way for you to get out of here. Look, Brigade, I got no quarrel with you. Now, if you was to get on your horse and ride out of here, I'd forget all about this whole thing. Now, look, what's one more bounty to a man like you? Money's got blood on it.
Billy, we're going on back.
You don't understand. I give the word, you're dead.
Maybe, but before I hit the ground, I'll blow you half in two.
You're bluffing.
Am I? Call them off, Billy.
Hold your fire, boys! It ain't gonna work. I knew I should have done it my way.
In the back.
Hey, Charlie! Charlie! tell him what's happening. Tell him Ben Brigade's taking me to Santa Cruz. You hear me, Charlie? Well, you tell him that. He'll know what to do. Now get going. Better put them on tight.
Hop on.
You know my brother Frank, do you?
Heard of him.
Then I guess you know you ain't gonna get me to Santa Cruz.
Junction.
Ain't nobody out and about. You don't suppose Frank and the boys circled the high around and are just sitting down there waiting, do you?
Let's go see. Anybody home?
I'd hold it right there. Up the gun.
Better head.
Well, I'll be. Ben Brigade.
Hello, Bone.
Fancy running into you and all this empty. I saw you come up over that rise. Couldn't quite make you out. And can't be too careful in this part of the country.
You're a long way from home.
No more than you.
I can go back.
You must be Billy John.
So?
Heard a lot about you. You ain't near as small as I thought you'd be. You figuring on staying out the night, or just water and going to Santa Cruz?
I say I was going to Santa Cruz.
Well, not out in words. I came through there a while ago back. Talk had it that Billy John here had killed a man. Fella not in the rope said it was murder.
Station man, where is he?
He ain't here. Had some of his animals loose-herded up on that flat. Went out this morning to gather them before the eastbound come through, but they beat him to it.
Who's they?
Breeds, mescaleros. Sunday school teachers for all I know. Anyway, he went out looking to find them.
Left you here to tend the station?
No, not exactly. Wed! A woman, bring her out here. Never mind.
Now you all get your horses and ride on out of here.
Now look, lady.
Just do like I say.
Now, lady, that's no way to act. Why, me and Whit here's been doing you a service, what with your man away. Brigade, talk to her. Tell her we ain't here to harm her.
Why are you here, Boone? Man needs a reason to ride this country. You got a reason?
Don't matter. I want you gone, all of you.
Now, ma'am, we can't do that. Just up and ride off. No telling when your man will find them horses and get back. Besides, the woman ain't safe out here alone.
She won't be alone.
No?
No. Westbound's coming.
We're in a hurry. Whit, catch up them animals in the corral. At least we can make up the team change with the lady before we go.
I don't need your help.
No, ma'am, you don't. But the folks on the coach do. Like as not, they ain't had a meal hot as square since they left Santa Cruz. Now, with you, I'd look to feed them. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that me and Whit's been sitting here waiting for that coach to pull in. Waiting to take off the Fargo box or something pure awful like that. Well, you're wrong.
Tell me.
Plum.
Don't come out here! Nothing for a woman to see.
What call they got to do a thing like this?
Murder raid, down to the one of the horses.
Butchers.
Boone, that dust boil.
Figure they drew off when they sighted the station?
Looks that way. Enough of them, they'll try to call us out before dark.
What are we gonna do?
Only thing we can, bury the dead and wait.
Wait?
Catch us in the open. Come night, we wouldn't have a chance. We'll ford up in the station till morning.
What about Billy?
What about him?
Well, them sitting up there between you and Santa Cruz kind of makes the hill higher to climb, don't it? You could swing north, take Billy to Bisbee. Rope's a rope,
He's going to Santa Cruz.
no matter what.
No matter what.
Ask me, it ain't Christian.
Huh?
Govern these folks without reading over them.
A few holes we set over these holes ain't gonna help them now.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah?
I shouldn't figure it like this.
What?
Look it out there. War signs.
Well, we got a treaty with the Mescaleros, ain't we?
There's words on paper, Wid.
Yeah, we've been getting along.
I knew a man once. Got along with his wife. One day, she up and headshot him.
Dead? Why?
Got mad? Mescalero. They're mad.
We ain't done nothing to him.
We're white. That's good enough. Come on.
Sam. Brigade, you figure he knows why we're here?
Not yet.
Well, I guess there ain't no way him finding out, is there?
Only one.
Huh?
I'm gonna tell him.
Tell him.
Tonight.
But Sam, you
And
can't...
Whit, if I were you, I'd hold on to that shovel. Because likely as not, we're gonna be needing it again soon.
I make it 3.
4.
Coffee?
Thank you.
My husband should have been back by now. Said he'd keep after as far as Dry Fork. If he hadn't picked up the animals by then, he'd double on back. That would have put him here before dark.
He likely got cut off.
He wouldn't leave me here alone.
Not if he had a choice.
Meaning you think something's happened to him?
I didn't say that.
There's any number of reasons for his not getting back. Even if he found the horses, he'd have to loose herd them clear here by himself. Could take him half the night, maybe longer.
He never should have gone.
Well, you'd have him lose his animals and not go after them?
Not talking about animals, talking about you.
Me?
He left you alone.
I can take care of myself.
If you were mine, you wouldn't have to.
Meaning?
Meaning I never brought you here in the first place. Nowhere for a woman.
Running a swing station is my husband's job, Mr. Brigade.
He should find a better one.
Like bounty hunting, for instance?
You cook good coffee.
Mr. Brigade...
You'd better get some sleep, Mrs. Lane. We'll be leaving first thing come morning.
Leaving?
3 days will put us in Santa Cruz.
But I...
If your husband's not back, we'll swing toward Dry Fork, pick him up on the way.
Well,
Good night, Mrs. Lane.
Best cooking I had in a long time. Mighty handsome woman, Mrs. Lane. Don't look like they're gonna try us, does it? Brigade?
Yeah?
You were saying, man needs a reason to ride this country, remember? Well, you were right. I don't suppose you heard about the poster they got out on Billy John.
Poster?
Come tacked near of a tree and stomped between here and Rio Bravo. Claims the territorial grant amnesty to anybody that brings Billy in. You know, you won't believe this, but me and Whit went there a week before we found out what that word amnesty meant. Fella selling Bibles over in Santa Cruz told us. It means the law's willing to drop any and all charges it's got against a man. All he's got to do is turn the key on Billy. Now, I know that ain't the reason you rode him down, but, well, that's why me and Whit's gonna sort of tag along with you. See, we figure that when Billy's brother, Frank, hears that you were riding him in the hang, he's gonna come killing. But if anybody can get Billy safe to Santa Cruz, it's you.
If I do?
Then there's only one man standing between me and starting life clean over.
Boone. Make doubly sure Whit keeps that Winchester on Billy John. We wouldn't want to lose him, would we?
We sure wouldn't.
can't take those animals along. Slow us down.
But we're
They'll
responsible
eat their
for...
way to the next swing stop. Time comes, you can pick them up there. Cut out that black for you to ride. Sooner you get on it, sooner we'll get clear of here.
Don't look like you and Miss Lane get along too good.
We'll stay to the stage road to Dry Fork.
Dry Fork?
Swing south from there.
That's the long way, ain't it?
Gotta pick up the station man.
Now, what's left of him?
Yeah, Whiz's right. Been allowed that fella be back by now.
We're going to Dry Fork.
Not right away, we ain't. Look.
What do they want?
They'll get around to it.
What's he doing?
Wants to talk. Stay here. Got a horse, wants to make a trade.
For what?
You. Said he'd been seeing you here. He wants to take you for his squaw.
So what do we do now?
Play along with him.
Play along with...
We don't. We have to stir up every buck in the country. Come on. Just do like I tell you.
Brigade. Can't abide to see a woman's hair hanging from a mescalera war lance. I sure hope you know what you're doing.
He'll offer his trade. I'll turn him down.
Then?
Any luck, they'll ride off. Lay out in the hills, try to figure somehow else to get you away from us.
I see.
No matter what happens, don't break down in front of them. You do, they'll take it wrong. Shame them.
I don't scare easy, Mr. Brigade.
I hope not. That tears it.
Like you won.
They'll be back. That is, if they want it bad enough. I thought you didn't scare Mrs. Lane.
That was my husband's horse.
right about the woman. Sure taking it hard. I tried to tell her I wasn't for certain sure a man was dead. She wouldn't listen. The way they treated him on the coach, I don't hardly blame her. No, I can't get over the way them Indians want to trade her for a horse. Oh, be me. I'd give a whole herd. I guess she's just about the best all-over good-looking woman I ever seen.
She ain't ugly.
She sure ain't. You got a reason for staying all this open country? Seems to me you keep a hill close to your back, considering. The way I see it, Brother Frank can't be too far back. Talk at him up Valverde way. Heard about Billy, he wouldn't waste any time. Likely ride out the night. Do that, put him behind us even sooner.
Adobe Corral's just over that rise. We're heading there.
Oh, I don't think Frank's gonna come along for...
Talking about Frank, talking about Mescaleros. Medicine country.
Oh?
They figure to jump us up. It'll be somewhere soon.
Think maybe those Four Wells Junction went for more?
I know they did.
Well, how can you be sure?
Because there they are. Keep moving.
You sure Dobie's just over that rise?
Positive.
Well, ain't we gonna hurry?
Yeah. Now.
Sure beats all, don't it? What a man will put himself through to get his hands on a woman. Can't say as I blame him, though.
All they're dead to the crest of the hill. That hurt you?
It'll be just fine.
Yes, ma'am. Better get it cleaned up.
Must have pulled out early this morning. What do we do now, Frank?
We keep after.
But our animals are near give out.
Said we keep after. Come on.
Keep the chill off. Well, you can say thanks.
Seem right.
What don't?
The gay one to stay the night here. Seems he'd be in more of a hurry to move on, get to Santa Cruz.
Well, maybe he figures mescalero.
No, it ain't that. It's something else.
What?
I know it sounds crazy. But I think maybe he wants Frank to catch up.
To catch up?
The way he's been sticking to open country. Staying to the flats instead of the ridges. He seems not to care whether or not he's being followed or not.
Well, why would he want a fool thing like that?
I don't know. Well, it could be he figures it'd make it just that much harder on us.
On us?
Well, now, we're riding with him. Now, Frank might not hold too kindly to that. Could get us killed.
I never thought about that.
One way or the other, Brigade's got to face it out, and he knows it.
Well, maybe we should ought to forget about the whole thing. Right away alive.
No, we can't do that.
But if Frank's going to come down here...
You've been up north of Socorro with.
So?
Got me a place up there. Ain't
You
much.
got a place?
Ain't much. Not yet, it ain't. Got my herd to build, wire to stretch and such. Only trouble is, I ride back there, there's them who see me hang. Thus, of course, the territory was to drop the charge.
Oh, that word.
Amnesty.
Amnesty.
So we get old Billy Boy back to Santa Cruz, and we got it. We're just that close to never having to look over your shoulder again and sleep with a gun in your hand and going off dead inside when you see a man wearing tin on him. Oh, we just come too far with it. We can't turn back now. We just plain can't.
Be all right?
Could get him on his feet, he would. Leg isn't broken.
He can't get up?
Can, won't. Got it in his head, he's down for good. Hurts him to stand, won't even try.
There's nothing you can do?
Stay with him. Let him know he's not alone.
Mr. Brigade, I'm sorry about everything. I know I'm in a lot of trouble. You took an awful chance out there.
Seemed like a good idea.
Hi, boy. I guess I always knew.
Knew?
That it would end like this. My husband didn't want me to come out here. Put in for a transfer the day we took over the swing stop at the junction. For a town job. Every month it was supposed to come through. It never did. I tried to tell myself it didn't matter, that my place was with him. But I found myself watching for coaches and hoping. He must have noticed. He asked me to go on to Bisbee and wait for him. Said I'd be safe there. As much as I wanted to, I couldn't do it. Couldn't leave him alone. He was a good man.
Yes, ma'am, he'd have to be.
They told me why you're taking the boy to Santa Cruz.
Did they?
They'll hang him, won't they?
Yes, ma'am.
He's so young.
He killed a man.
It doesn't bother you, bringing him in, I mean?
No, ma'am.
You just don't seem like the kind that would hunt a man for money.
I am.
Good night, Mr. Brigade.
Mrs. Lane, I made a place for you inside the wall. You'll be safe there to sleep.
Thank you.
Good night.
Sure something, ain't she? Said she was married to that station fellow near a year. Can you imagine having her around all that time? All them days, nights. Just thinking on it gives me a way down shiver.
Wonder what she'll do now she's without a man.
Find another.
Well, she loved that fella hard enough. She'd stay a widow, wouldn't she?
Ain't the kind. Not her. Some are. Some will get along without. Not her. She's the kind that's got a need. deep, lonely need only a man can get at.
How do you know?
Seen in her eyes, Weird. In her eyes. Brigade's still trying to get that animal up, is he?
Yeah, was at it all night.
Why don't he shoot him and just get it over with?
Yeah, said he wanted to wait. Claims animals is like people. Feel the morning sun on them, it makes forget all the hurt they got. Makes them want to start over.
Boy, there's sure times he doesn't act like a man that makes his way kill him.
Miss Lane, could I have a word? Something you ought to know. My brother Frank, he'll be along most any time now. Won't anywhere be safe once he gets here. And you being a woman and all, I'd sure hate to see anything happen to you.
Is that all?
Oh, no, ma'am. What I was thinking was, I'd sure see to it that Frank made it right by you if you was to help me.
Help you?
Oh, yes, ma'am, yeah. I've been watching Brigade ever since the junction. The way he looks at you, kind of hungry. You shouldn't have any trouble at all getting yourself close against him. Close enough to help me get safe away.
I don't understand.
Well, come on. Sure you do.
She said she didn't.
Well, you can't blame a man for trying.
This what you want her to get for you, Billy?
Sure could use it.
We're moving out. I'll be riding you, done.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Walk.
I don't think so. You let me go. You don't, I swear I'll cut you in two.
No, you won't, Billy boy. Not unless you jack that saddle gun. That's my Winchester you got. You pump around into it, did you? 'Cause you didn't. You got a hammer hanging over an empty chamber. I shot myself in the leg once, riding. Never carried around under the pin since.
You're lying.
There's one way to find out. Pull the trigger. That's if you think you have time to jack that gun before I blow your brains out. Now go ahead, Billy, pull. Or ain't you used to killing a man from the front? Now you just put it down, Billy boy.
No.
I said drop it. I could have swore. Looks like we don't have to shoot him either.
Oh, dear.
woman. She's fallen behind. Boone, back
Yeah.
there. Thanks for getting that gun out of my middle.
Oh, I couldn't let him do you without a chance.
Why, you'd have had Billy.
Never would enjoy it being a free man done you that way.
Thought maybe you was afraid you might need me. Was Frank to catch up?
Crossed my mind.
Figured it did.
Top of that hop, we'll be in Santa Cruz.
We?
Look, Brigade, you and me going against each other, it just ain't right.
Huh?
Now, I said to Whit more than once. I said I'd give most anything if we could work out something short of killing.
Such as?
Well, them dollars they're giving you to bring Billy in. I'll match 'em. Double if you say. Take me a while, but I'll get it.
How? Stopping coaches killing?
Well, that's all over with.
Is it?
Gotta be. Man gets halfway, he ought to have something of his own. Something to belong to, be proud of.
They say that.
I've got me a place. Gonna run beef, work the ground. Be able to walk down the street like anybody. All I need is Billy.
I set out to take him to Santa Cruz. I full intend to do it.
Well, I just wanted you to know how it was. Way I look at it, ain't near as hard for a man if he knows why he's gonna die.
Stayed here the night. Can't be more than a half day ahead.
That'd put him in Santa Cruz by morning.
Could. But it won't.
Huh?
Should have known all along. Brigade knows we're after him. But he's still taking his time, moving in the clear. He's not covering his tracks. It's been plain from the first so plain I couldn't see it.
But I don't follow.
It ain't Billy he wants, it's me.
But Billy's the one with the bounty on him.
Ain't the money Brigade wants. Not the money at all. I did him a hurt once. Long ago. So long, I almost forgot. And all the time I was thinking that was why he was taking Billy in to hang. To get even. That isn't it. He knew I'd come after him. He wants me to catch up. And I think I know where. Why don't you let the boys rest their horses? There's no hurry. He'll be waiting.
Hang tree. Yeah, you can be glad it ain't long ago, Billy boy. It was like as not, Brigade, here'd hang you over that jury limb and have it over. Gone dead now, but in its time, more than one danced their last one there. Ain't that right, Brigade? Brigade, I heard you. And come to think of it, you strung a few there yourself.
You talk too much. We'll night at the riverbed.
Ooh, touchy. Touchy.
Quit it.
Well, it's something to do.
I said quit it.
Don't you ever get tired holding that gun on me?
It won't be long now. Have you in Santa Cruz come morning?
Brigade, he figures to split the bounty with you, does he?
Nope.
Then why are you helping him?
Ain't.
Well, you're holding a gun.
Well, I've got a reason.
Such as what?
Amnesty.
Amnesty?
Some word, ain't it?
What's it mean?
Free?
Free?
That's what we'll go as soon as we get you to Cruz. Me and Boone. You see, we ain't always seen eye to eye to the law. We get you next to a rope, it'll make us even. We can start over. Boone's got a place.
Hey, did you... You mean they do that just for bringing me in to hang?
We got a poster on it.
I guess that kind of gives me a worth, don't it?
To us, it does.
What about Brigade?
What about him?
Well, he's the one that caught me. I don't figure he's gonna hold kind you take me away from him.
I thought about that. I thought about that a lot.
Really don't matter. You ain't gonna get me to Santa Cruz anyway.
Frank is a coming, he'd have been here by now.
Maybe. Shame about that woman.
Huh?
Gonna be a lot of killing Frank gets here. Not knowing she's along. You can't tell what's gonna happen.
Frank wouldn't shoot a woman, would he?
Not only Frank. There's the boys.
I never thought about that.
We'd, why don't you let the hammer down nice and easy on that gun, and two of us, we ride right on out of here?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to see a woman all shot up and dead now, would you?
Well, no.
Well, then?
Well, then what, Billy?
Oh, dang, you're every place, ain't you?
He was trying to talk me out of my gun.
Huh? Where's Mrs. Lane?
Down there by the river bank.
He tries to talk that gun away from you again. Let him have it.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to startle you.
I couldn't sleep.
I'm glad.
We'll be in Santa Cruz tomorrow, won't we?
Get an early start. We should noon there, no trouble at all. What then, Mrs. Lane? For you, I mean.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
This country's nowhere for a woman without she's got a man. I'd be obliged to look after you.
I can manage.
Yes, ma'am, I'm pure sure of that. First I saw you at the junction, I said to Whit, there's a woman can take care of herself. Saw it in your face. The way you hold your head. The way you walk. All over proud of being a woman. Not afraid to let a man look at you. Think what he wants. Burn inside to put his arms around you. Not like some I know. Always acting like it's Sunday. Thinking every man looks at him wants him. No, sir. Man, had you, Mrs. Lane, he'd never know a black, lonesome night.
Good night, Mr. Boone.
Mrs. Lane, if you're counting on Brigade being any help to you, better had forget it. You won't be going all the way to Santa Cruz. I gotta kill him.
Hang tree. So that's what they call it. Mr. Brigade, I try very hard, but there's some things I just don't understand. Back at Dobie, when Billy had that gun on you, Boone saved your life, didn't he?
Yes, ma'am.
Then why would he want to kill you now?
He told you that?
Yes. Why?
He wants Billy.
Billy? You mean you'd kill each other for bounty? Like two dogs fighting over a bone.
You could say that.
I see.
No, ma'am, you don't. Not Billy I want, or any of the others I've had to ride down to make my way. Only one man I'm after.
And how much bounty will he bring? Enough to see you through to your next dead man?
Mrs. Lane. Long ago back, I was the sheriff of Santa Cruz. Rode Billy's brother Frank in for murder. The jury found him part guilty, sent him to Yuma. Swore he got out, he'd get even. He was young, wild. I had a wife looked a lot like you, Mrs. Lane. She wanted me to turn and run, keep running, pleaded with me. I couldn't do it. Word came that Frank was out. I waited for him in the street. He didn't come. When I got home, my wife had gone. Frank had been there, taken her, brought her here.
Here?
Yes, ma'am. He hung her.
Whit? Yeah. You get up on that rise. You see any dust, high end it back here.
Sam,
Yeah.
when are we going to do Brigade?
soon?
Well, I've been thinking. He ain't a man you can go straight at. Now, me and you, we're gonna have to figure a plan. Find some way to get him between us.
Can't kill a man like Brigade from behind.
We could stand off. I don't hold the end in a man with a long gun.
Don't worry, Wid. Time comes, I'll take care of him.
Hope so. Hate to see you lose your place. So go away. You might have proud to work for you.
Work for me?
Well, plowed when I was young. Eat much with chickens, but I can slop pigs with the best of them.
Wid, how long you and me been riding together?
About 2 years.
More like 5.
So?
So you ain't gonna be working for me. You're gonna be a partner.
Partner?
Right down the middle.
Well, how come?
'Cause I like you, Wid.
Well, I never knew that.
Now get up on that rise.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to say it again, Mrs. Lane. I'd be obliged to look after you.
I could help you bury Brigade and live happy ever after, is that it?
There's some things a man just can't ride around.
From top of the rim. We cut and run it, don't we?
This is as far as I go for now.
Figured it was. Wid, look after Mrs. Lane. Should have noted when you would swing north to Bisbee. Been frank all along.
I'm going to tell
Shut
you.
up.
You wait.
I said shut up.
Last night I heard you tell Mrs. Lane why you've been hunting to find Frank.
So?
So Billy can wait. Me and Wid will be covering you in the brush.
Look, Boone. This won't change anything.
Never figured it would.
Get up on your animal, Billy.
But I
Do like I tell you.
Look, Brigade. Now you know you ain't got a chance.
One.
Huh?
You.
Now what are you gonna do?
That's up to Frank. Stay here. That's close enough.
Fixing to have a little hanging, I see. Thought that tree would be dead and down by now. Cut him loose. Look, Brigade, you're standing alone.
I wouldn't count on it.
He's got 2 Winchesters behind him, Frank.
That's so. So what do we do now?
Sit there and watch your brother hang.
You don't mean that.
Don't I?
He's only a boy.
He's as old as his gun.
It's me you're after, Brigade. You got no quarrel with Billy.
What quarrel did you have with her?
That was a long time ago. I most forgot.
A man can do that.
Don't let him do it, Frank.
I done you enough, Brigade. Don't make me kill you. Brigade, I can't let you do that.
Stop me.
Any shooting that horse will go right out from under Billy.
Neck don't snap. You can cut him down in time. That is, if you're alive.
Don't leave a man much choice, do you?
I thought for a minute there you were going to let him swing.
So did I.
Brigade? I don't suppose there's any way of getting Billy from you, aside from going over you.
Come and get him. Better get Wid to catch up Billy's horse unless you want him to walk to Santa Cruz.
You mean I can have him?
Take him. I got no more use for him.
Well, you heard what he said. We'd get them horses!
Yes, sir.
Funny, ain't it? How a thing can seem one way and then turn out altogether something else.
Boone, you said you wanted to start over. I hope so. Because you don't. I'll be the one comes looking to find you.
I'll remember that.
Good luck.
Mr. Brigade, will you be going on to Santa Cruz?
No, ma'am.
I think I understand.
Yes, ma'am, I figured you would.
Goodbye, Mr. Brigade.
Miss Lane.
Well, that figures.